My dear audience, welcome to my channel. My name is Wei-Jen, and I help people to find their happiness, joy, fulfillment, and love by expanding their awareness and rising their energy vibration. So today I want to share with you guys how to step up into or step in into your self-empowerment. To give you a little bit about my background story, I was born and raised in Taiwan, and my mother is this traditional Chinese tiger mom, and she is untreated severe codependent, and my father, he is a very, macho, very egoistic, ambitious, functional alcoholic. So growing up, in that kind of environment, I had to always make sure that everybody's needs are being fulfilled and everyone is being taken care. And definitely, I was expected by my parents that, I had to be an expert for everything, as a 7-year-old child, 10-year-old child. And I was this people pleaser and caretaker, in this household. So I can feel safe in my body, right, most of the time. But the reality is that, it was very challenging for me to be expected, everything that I did had to be perfect, right? But, as a child, what else could I do, right? So I was a straight A student and I was this very perfectionist, based on the environment that I grew up, right? And the culture that I received. So inevitably that impacts my adulthood. And it wasn't until the last couple years I started my personal transformation and the spiritual awakening journey. Today I am very proud to say that I am recovered codependent, and I am still in these journeys. I'm not going to leave or quit, any seconds, because these are a lifetime journey. All right, so to share with you the first step that I think with my background story, and now I want to share with you the first step to tap into our self-empowerment is to take the ownership of every aspect of our life, including our physical, our mental, our emotional, and our financial ability, right? And then how is this going to relate to my current situation? To be honest with you guys, currently I'm going through a marriage rough patch with my spouse. He has mentioned a couple of times that he wants to get a divorce, and that is the reality, that is the outcome, just for today, the current reality outcome, just for today. It may not happen, or it may change, it may be different tomorrow or next week, who knows? But the power of right now is that I have to acknowledge and accept and give and validate that this is where my spouse is today, right? And this is the outcome. Because when we take the ownership of the consequences and the outcome, we are able to move forward and to avoid in the future there is a similar or the same mistakes that may happen. So I hope my story, my late news, brings you a demonstration, of how to take the ownership of the consequences that I have today. Now, does that mean that I am the person who is 100% responsible for all the consequences? No. There is a part that, I contributed to have this type of outcome. And then there are some other parts that, that wasn't my control, that wasn't my decision, right? So my point is that focusing on the ownership, right? The part that we contributed, the quality that we have, that we're bringing into this world, right? And then the second step to tap into our self-empowerment is to ask myself, what serves me, what doesn't serve me, what are the people that currently in my life they are healthy and they're positive to me, and what do I want to make the change. So the same example with my marriage, I take the ownership that I want to make this marriage work with the best shot that I can give, right? With the best quality, the best offer that I can cultivate with myself and then bring it into this relationship. That is something that I want to do. And I also want to make sure that, if there's nothing else that I can do, then I will be confidently and calmly and peacefully walk out of this marriage without leaving any regrets. Because I think that is the biggest thing that, sometimes in our life we make. We don't think, very carefully, and we just throw the words, or throw our actions out subconsciously and unconsciously, and then later on we find, oh my God, I feel so regret, I could have done that, or I shouldn't have done that, right? So in this case, with this particular relationship, I want to make sure that I do everything that I can with my control to hopefully, to inspire my spouse and to have a better, more positive impact and to have a better change, better than at least today, right? Now, the third step to tap into our self-empowerment is to make a conscious choice to change by taking the actions with what we have and what we can control and what we can do. So there are a lot of things that are not, our control. For example, my marriage, I cannot force my husband to come home and then live with me. I cannot force my husband to respond to my texts. I cannot manipulate or force my husband to change his mind by, not, getting a divorce with me. I have to validate that is his desire, his needs, and his feelings and his wants. At the same time, I have my own desire, feelings, and needs and wants. And both of us, we're 50-50%, we're a participant in this marriage, right? So taking the ownership is not just, acknowledge, this is where I am today. And yes, there is some part that I contributed to lead to today's consequences, right? But also, there are some other parts that I want to make a change. So once I identify and I know what are the change that I want to make, then I have to make a really conscious choice to take the action. We cannot just think and not taking any actions, right? Just, sit on the couch and then watch TV show and then not taking any actions and expecting the good things will come, right? That's also not gonna serve you as well. So to give you an example, the actions that I can take, that I can adjust, that I can create with myself is maybe changing my attitude and change my mindset by doing some more meditation, seeing a therapist to take care of myself, to take a walk or to have some more self-discipline by going to the gym every other day, to take care of my body. By, to be honest with you guys, also this month, I'm going to join a 1 week in-person personal development retreat program. And that is going to help me a lot. I'm pretty sure to have another level of personal transformation in many different aspects. So I am so excited about that. I may not feel comfortable every single moment, working on myself, my inner self, and my spirituality, but that is going to be my breakthrough. And that is something that I can do. I can take the action and then do the things that I can control with the things that I have, like including this opportunity, recording this, this video to share with you guys. It is also something that I can do. I don't have to always put the focus on my spouse. and then expecting and then waiting and then hoping that he would change, right? That sometimes may be a kind of waste of my time and then energy. Rather, I want to redirect that energy back to myself, right? So in the end, if things doesn't work out, at least I become a better self and I walk away without any regrets. And instead, I walk away with a peace of mind and feeling confident and feeling grateful. Because every relationship, whether it's romantic relationship or friendship, right? Each journey, each chapter, there is always something that we can learn from it. And there is something that we can always feel grateful for it. There is always something that we can discover about ourselves. And I am a firm believer that's the purpose why I am here today. So hopefully through today's sharing, you get some inspiration and some motivation from my video. And thank you again for spending your time watching my video. If you feel so inspired, feel free to subscribe my channel and click the link to like my video, or even leave a comment, because I would love to hear your thoughts and your opinion. And maybe you have something that I don't know, and I would be fascinated to get to know you and your inspiration and wisdom as well. Now, if you want to find a person to coach you to raise your energy vibration, and in order to find happiness, joy, and fulfillment, regardless your current circumstance, feel free to book a 30-minute discovery call with me to find out whether or not working with me is a great fit to you. And I will put the link below in this video. Thank you so much, and I wish you have a fabulous day.